the time I'm doing this shit, even though that's exactly what this is. But yeah, even though that's exactly what this is. But like, bro, it's just what I'm doing. It's just flowing. You know what I mean? 30 minutes a day, keep the thoughts at bay, keep the motherfucking thoughts swinging, keep this shit less mayhem. Like what? Shit real proper. Anyway, yeah, and I'm gonna be talking between reading and shit, cause like you gotta break it up, man. You can't just I'm like, what? Gotta see my face and shit. I'm trying to be like, put on my presenting skills. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna say this shit. I'm gonna read this shit and turn on my head and look up and say the shit I just read, so we can see, like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta. I have so much shit to study for HVAC that I just haven't. They be calling motherfuckers like, yo, where are you? Did you call your professor and shit? Like, you need to be in this bitch. Yo, I don't know what the thing that's gonna alleviate my, like, pain is. Like, I think it's streaming, bro. And that would be cool if it just turned into a job and it's like, bro, like, yeah, like, for Kai, like, I fuck with Kai so heavy because it's like, bro, like, an AMP, because it's like, bro, like, your thing that you do, anti-Lil, because like, bro, the thing that you do is literally the thing that alleviates your pain. Is literally the thing that brings you money. It's like all encompassing into one. That's the kind of profession I want. Like, that's what I think profession should be. But it's like we've lost that a lot nowadays because like everybody be ass type shit. But yo, and just me realizing right now it's not that hard to talk for 30 minutes. It's really not. At least for me, I'm a fucking yapper. I'm not just now realizing I'm a yapper. But I also like the dance of a conversation, so I understand when to shut the fuck up. And I never knew that was my ADHD, but now since I know how to regulate it without medicine, I'm really glad that I wasn't diagnosed at a younger age, because it's like I would have been fucked up with meds and shit. But maybe I would have been like reached my full potential, which like for me, I'm getting there anyway. But like I just have to take the harder route, which like it didn't even take me that long. I'm only 25, but it's like, bro, I'm him. I don't give a fuck. My phone's at 2%. I didn't even account for that. My phone's at 2%. I didn't even account for that. I could charge it. Let me charge it. Wait. On first place, you last too bad. My bad smells like hell of bud. Shit, not a good look, gang. Okay. The angle's a little switched up and shit. I like the other one better. See, this is why I can't fucking do this shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. I gotta need a lean. I'm leaning. Looked around, I'm like, where did they go? What was I talking about? What was I doing? Let me read this. Smells like so much bud. Fucking terrible. I'm copping once I get my check. It's on Monday because my fucking dumbass boss distributes checks Saturday afternoon. Like such an idiot. Oh my god. Bro, I understand loyalty to the company. I would never talk foul on anyone that I've ever worked with, any boss, no, none of that. It was like, gang, like, just try harder. Like, bro, it's not that hard. Like, like I hate the like low quality shit today, like nowadays and shit. So mind boggling, and it just, bro, deters me from like being a real nigga in today's lame ass society. But I know that it's just because I'm put myself in the same frequency as them. But they ain't streaming, motherfucker. Like, I know one of my boys in there, like, he be talking about like getting his content and shit. It's like maybe he's doing it, but I wouldn't know. Like, motherfucker, you gotta, you know what I'm talking about, like, you gotta stream, bro. You gotta keep going. Did something just pop up that I didn't fuck with? I don't know. It might have been some new shit. See, this is the hack. This is the trick where, like, you screen record in the stream, because it's like, bro, I can't just save this off the stream. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I haven't researched it enough, but, like, bro, random shit gonna be popping out. Motherfuckers gonna be seeing that in the YouTube videos. Gonna be like random ads, like, like what? Twitch is do the heart shit. Like what? How you gonna do the thumbs up and not the heart shit? That's the first one it like ever showed me. Whatever. Twitch is weird. Wishy washy ass nigga. You go. How you gonna do the other shit? You gotta go do the heart shit. Do the heart shit, yo. It's just blowing me. It's blowing me. It's blowing me. Okay, where am I on this? It's also allowing me to think. I just thought that was a classy answer, but it's actually true. And it's also allowing me to think longer and have a more nuance. I'm talking about writing in the journal for the first time, because this is when I'm discovering about writing for the first time. Oh, wait, what? I'm gonna write, and just do that until I can describe my life in a story, my own hero's journey, which probably doesn't have an E in it. I got to the hero's journey shit. Damn. This shit bringing up my shit that declined and shit. Like, come on, gang. Like, people are gonna see this. I'm cooked. I'm broke. No, I'm only broke because of me. I'm not even broke because of like I don't be getting buddy. I'm about to get another job, gang. I got accepted to this motherfucking Taco Bell by the crib, and I work at a bar right now. And here's how my schedule goes. I don't know if I broke it down already yet. Here's how it goes. Boom. I work 3 days at this bar. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 days at the bar opening from 10 a.m. And I just had some long conversation about the fucking specials at the bar. And I don't even want to talk about it. Oh my God, yeah, the other card declined. Like, come on, gang. Like, let me cook. Damn. Most of that money is going towards feeding my addictions. Anyway, so that's a problem. But it's what I'm trying to like curb. It's what I'm trying to be curb for 20. I'm trying to be curb for like 10 years. When did I start smoking? Like 14, 15. When I started watching porn, like 12. Yeah, I've been trying to curb it for like 10-ish years. So boom, get with me, right? And it might be streaming. So even if you see this shit pop up, just know there's a reason. Like, I'm all fucked up kind of right now. Kind of, but not kind of. Anyway, what was I saying? But shit. Yeah, gang, like shit. Yeah, man. I don't know what I was saying, so I just went right into yeah, man, yeah. That's that ADHD shit, bro. Like, I'll always call it out. You can always notice it, but like, you can never like change what it is about it. But like, whatever. Which is why it's cool that if I use this as a bookmark, reading from Blot, like, then I could just revert back to what the catalyst was of the thought, which is the catalyst is whatever is in Blot, which is I'm reading and made me have the thought. Bars. What? Bars. Yeah. Joseph Campbell, Hero's Journey, whatever. I fear I might need to live a little to experience what my story can be. That was the last sentence from the entry on March 3rd. Damn, what the fuck? 12. Not even 13. 12. Yeah, that was the last thought I had. Let's read it again. I fear I might need to live a little to experience what my story can be. Yeah, you gotta do shit. Like, my new format now, people, places, things, ideas, and how I feel about them, is really just like, I don't know, it's chronologicaling. It's not chronologicaling, but that's what my brain always turns to, because it's like, bro, how the fuck do you say, but it's chronicling, I think. That's how I'm gonna chronicle, my emotions and how I feel about them. It's basically just like an emotion journal or whatever. But it's like, and after streaming right now, I feel like I could do anything. Like, I could go do anything, and it's like, it's not gonna be a boggled down on my mind just because of the simple fact that, like, I'm getting it out. That's what streaming is. You're getting it out. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not gonna be on my mind. It gets out, and like it helps that you're obligated, kind of, to like talk and shit because like I have to share. It's the new therapy. It's the new therapy. It literally is. Um, that's why I always feel great after like talking about it, and it's free. It's literally a free app. Yo, instead of BetterHelp or whatever the fuck, Twitch should have been promoting that there are a therapy platform because when we talk to motherfuckers, you feel better. Like that's the whole point of community. But like my community has always taught me, like family and stuff has taught me that I can't talk to them. So I always turn to my journal to like gossip about that. But then I had to figure out a format for my journal for like you don't have to figure out formats for people. Well, I guess you do when you're speaking to them because everybody reacts differently to like what you're saying and like how you're saying it, tone of voice, everything like that. Um, but I found those people. It's just I have to love them from a distance right now because I have to lock in to become rich. I'm an American baby. Like we're the kids of the future. Like or we're the kids of America. Like what are you talking about? Like, whoa. You know what I mean? So like I have to figure out a way to get rich, and then once that happens, like then I'll be able to live my best life like a billionaire. Because those are the only viable citizens in today's America. But it's like go off, you know what I mean? Like whatever. It's gonna be me, so I don't give a fuck. But it's like I can still feel sympathy for the people who aren't rich yet, because it's like, bro, all the rich people say you don't need money, and it's not what matters. But if all the rich people say that, did they come to that conclusion before or after they got the money? For me, I think it's before because like that mindset will lead you to just pursue great things inevitably, and then from that you'll acquire great riches. But it can't be that because these people have sought out great riches before they even made the great thing that they were pursuing. But like in the pursuit of riches, the thing was great itself that they made for them. So and then some people work in tandem with that. And then I think the people who seek riches but then like find a purpose that is greater than the riches, like they start working in tandem with trying to acquire the most wealth possible out of this thing that will help the most people possible, and then like they just go from there. But or maybe that's an altruistic view and I'm just a fucking naive 25-year-old. But let's hope for the best, right? Let's hope motherfuckers just, you know what I mean, got their head on their shoulders. That's the end of the other 30 minutes. These streams about to be 40 minutes because I be yapping motherfucker like, what up you talking? But that was also the last sentence of the entry, which, damn. I was saying shit, but like every time I stream, yo, streaming is the meta. I never thought about this, bro. Like, it's therapy. Like, I needed this. Like, I could go and do all the other shit I wanted to do just because I have this. Like, and I could talk, like, get it out. It's always in. It's always like your body is always weighed down with all the things and emotions of your life and like the thoughts and like shit going on in your head that you haven't processed yet. So if you're not sleeping or you're not meditating, then those thoughts aren't gonna get processed unless you're writing them, or when you get bored of writing them because like people, places, things, ideas. Well, I guess I focused a lot about ideas in the first iteration of Blot, and I never really knew that because I didn't have the correct format and I was trying to figure that out. And I've stumbled upon the people, places, and things, ideas before, but I never attached the how I feel about it to them. Maybe I did it in another form or fashion, but it wasn't exactly this form or fashion. So like, excuse me, that's what makes it different. That's what makes this one more, I mean, refined, updated, whatever you want to call it, more in line and in tune with my train of thought nowadays and how I think about writing nowadays. But yeah, I did it before, but it's just how you think about it. So yeah, but you know what I mean, like it could never be no person. Everybody around me taught me that I can't talk to them about anything or trust them about anything because they just don't really care. Genuinely, they just either care because we're having an argument, they want to have the last laugh or last word or have the best comeback to what I'm saying, or just like make me feel lesser about how I feel about things, and like as if they don't really matter, and if their opinion was greater than mine just because they are older, so they've experienced more of it. Like, but people don't take the time to like intricately weave in and out of those nuances to like come out with a broader perspective of how other people feel and like and why they act the way they do in certain situations. And maybe that might be because it's your fault, and like that might not always be a bad thing that it's your fault because people make mistakes, or that people, or might have been a circumstance where you had to do some shit, and it's like it just befell on somebody else that they had to pick up the burden of your contempt or anger from the thing that you had to do that you maybe didn't want to do, but now like you don't know how to transmute your pain into something positive, so you transfer your pain into someone who can't fight back, which was always me with everyone else. They just transfer the pain, but like in all that pain, this is what I was thinking about today, right? This is why you go through shit. Let me break it down for you motherfuckers who's lonely out there, who's motherfucking going through some shit right now, right? Got you right now, right? Boom. People kick you. You know how the iceberg is always bigger under, right? People kick you to get up. Boom, boom. That's them. Every time they take a step, this is you. Boom, boom. The lower your iceberg, the more pain you're in. The people who kick you go through pain and transmute the pain. Every kick is one transmuted increment of pain that they went through that brings you further down. But the people who learn to transmute the pain, instead of just transferring it everywhere else, they transmute it so it stays with them, but it becomes something new. Their iceberg, they're like this. You could either drown and be asking for help every time somebody boom boom kicks you to make you lower, or this is what happens when you transmute the pain. You never see the bottom of the iceberg because it's underwater. That's your pain. You never see somebody's pain because it's not surface level. It's under. But when you see somebody rise from the pain, it's because instead of trying to climb their way from the iceberg under and then rise a little bit more, that would be, maybe they transferred the pain here, maybe they transferred the pain there, maybe they tried to forget about it a little bit and it worked, and maybe they tried to like, and maybe more came on them. No, you need to transmute it. So all this at the bottom, all this negative pain and energy, once you learn how to transmute that into positive, the iceberg does this. Boom. All of a sudden, all the people who can only transfer, and then you become higher than those people who only could transfer the pain to you, you come way higher than them because you learn how to transmute it. And so all those people who would transfer the pain onto you, they can't see up there. They're looking down here to try to transfer more pain to you, but since you're all the way up there, y'all not even in the same stratosphere anymore. And then while they're trying to climb up to where you are, because you've already mastered the art of transmuting pain and not transferring it, they're trying to transfer it to everywhere else and other source that they can find because they can't find you anymore. And like once the world starts beating them down, since they don't know how to transmute the pain and they have nowhere else to transfer it to because you're already at the top of your mountain because you learn how to transmute it, then they start falling by the wayside, you know what I mean? And they start like lowering, going more down and deep into their mind, and until they're at the bottom of their iceberg and it's all the way down, because at a certain point that shit catches up with you, and if you don't transmute it, the transfer that you put everywhere else is going to come back to you as karma. So while you're at the top of your mountain, like more shit is still boggling down on you because it's life is lifing, but the more shit that boggles down on you, the higher you become because you understand how to transmute it. So it's just like a game. When some bad shit happens, you know it's a challenge instead of some bad shit happening, and then you can learn that there's an equal and opposite outcome from that, and then you go chase that thing, which is like will reveal how when you transmute it, it takes you higher. People who go through the pain that only ever transferred it and never transmuted it, they can't see the thing that will ultimately reveal to them what they need to know to transmute the pain if they aren't actively seeking it, privy to that knowledge that it can be transmuted, or if they just don't give a fuck enough to try, you know what I mean? Yeah. So from that, you either have two choices. You could stay at the top of your iceberg or mountain now and keep climbing higher as pain trickles down on you, which it will for everybody, but theirs is less of a trickle and more of a hailstorm or a tsunami, but yours is like a trickle because each small thing you don't let accumulate, because each small thing you can turn into something positive because you know how to transmute the pain already. Each small thing they let accumulate because they don't know how to transmute it, and it boggles down on them. And when they don't have an outlet to transfer it to, the transmutation can't work, so they just get boggled down and boggled down how they did to you. But you know what I mean? And so you have two options when you're at the top of your mountain. You could, like, you could bring the people down that brought you down and be that new person that kicks on them as they fall down their iceberg. And you know, you could be successful from this because, I mean, you know how to transfer the pain. So when the karma comes back to you, you can or not transfer, but transmute the pain. So when karma comes back to you from stepping on those people who stepped on you, you can just transmute it into something good. But, or like a life lesson for you, which is ultimately good. But like you can transmute it. Or your second option. So your first option is to step on those people that stepped on you and bring them at the lower end of their iceberg and have them freezing and drowning for help and shit like that. Or, and this is the ore where you strike ore and then you find gold. This ore takes you into a whole different stratosphere, higher than you being at the top of your mountain and going through pain and transmuting it to make that mountain higher would have ever taken you. It takes this kind of ore takes you to the sun, which is the second option of you could bring that person out of their bottom of their iceberg by teaching them how to not how to manifest, but maybe that, but by teaching them how to transmute their pain rather than transfer their pain. And so now when you're at the top of your mountain, you're slowly teaching someone how to make the bottom of their iceberg the top of their mountain. And since you're at the top doing that, that whole chat just threw yo, what's it called? Their iceberg that they're at the bottom of, since you're helping them to transmute it, they're gonna flip like this, yeah, like how you were, but they're not gonna be as high as you are, because the kind of elevation that you reach from having like you know what I mean, reached from having reached your peak and then also helping someone else reach theirs, like that kind of elevation is unmatched. It brings you a different kind of, it makes you aligned with something that's way more than anything that's material. So yeah, it kind of transcends you because you transmuted your own pain. You helped yourself grow out of the world boggling down on you, especially the people who helped it boggle down on you. But then now also you're helping them, you know what I mean, get to their destination. So by helping them transmute their pain. So like even with that act in itself, it just raises you higher to a whole different stratosphere. So like you have two options. You can step on a motherfucker once you learn how to transmute your pain and like you're at the top of your mountain from the bottom of your iceberg, or you can help them and like once you see them falling by the wayside, you know what I mean, or you could help them transmute their shit, and y'all could both be trying to like climb new peaks together, and that'll have them learning how to transmute their pain and like reaching their mountaintop, but that'll have you at the sun because only a select few can do that. You know what I mean? Can take the hurt that somebody gave them, transmute it to the top of the sun, and then also bring that person along from the bottom of, you know what I mean, where they're at, and then bring them to the top. Only a select few special people can do that, because once you hit the top from learning how to transmute your pain, you don't want to ever associate with anyone again. You want to live at the top of the mountain like the Lorax and just go by your day, you know what I mean? But like, how long are we into this screen recording? Pretty